Now we're going to look at document and paragraph navigation using the Find feature, hyperlinks, and bookmarks. Not only are these features useful in everyday use for Word, they are also tested on the certification exam. So in the document I have pulled up, I have 5 hyperlinked paragraphs, and these paragraphs are just Latin text that I created using a Latin text generator on the internet. And I bookmarked each paragraph. So if I control click one of the links, I will jump to that paragraph. So how did I do this? Let's go to a different document here. The exact same document without the hyperlinks or the bookmarks. All a bookmark is basically giving a name to a specific cursor position in your document. So if I click bookmark here and type in P1 and click add, now the cursor position to the left of the L in paragraph 1 is now named P1. I'll come down here to paragraph 2, put the cursor here, click bookmark again. Now if I just click add, I will change the current bookmark. I must give it a new name, so I'll give it P2. Come down to bookmark again. We'll call this one P3. Come down here, P4, and finally P5. Now, also, you could be tested on jumping to a bookmark. To do that, we simply go to the bookmark window, select a bookmark, and click Go To. Now that my bookmarks are created, I can now hyperlink to them. Just like I can hyperlink to an external document, say Microsoft.com, I can also hyperlink within my document. So if I highlight this and go up here on the Insert tab to hyperlink, I can go to an existing file or web page, a place in this document. I can actually create a link to make a new document, or I can click to an email. So if I click OK, I've now hyperlinked to that, and if I were to control click it, it would open my default browser and browse to Microsoft.com. On the certification exam, you will more than likely have to create a hyperlink. So let's hyperlink within the document. So if I select my paragraph 1, go back to hyperlink, place in this document, notice any headings I've created or any bookmarks I've created are legal target. So if I click paragraph 1, notice I get my blue underlined text signifying a hyperlink. I'll go to paragraph 2 and repeat the process on down. So if I control click one of the links now, like I showed you a moment ago, I will jump to that specific bookmark, which remember is just a named cursor position. So far we've looked at hyperlinks and bookmarks. Now let's look at navigation within the document. So if I hit Control F, that brings up the Find window, and which is part of the navigation tab or navigation pane. If I had headings in the document, they would appear here, and clicking a heading would take me directly to that heading. On pages, if I click a page, I go directly to that page. Now for find, this is a simple find. So if I want to find a word in Latin here that I have in my document, as soon as I type it, I'll get a list of every place that word appears in the document. Most of you are probably, that have used Office before, familiar with the old dialog box for find, which I can find by going to the down arrow here, going to advanced find. Now what pops up is the dialog box you're probably familiar with from previous versions of Office with the 3 tabs: Find, Replace, and Go To. Now I showed you how to go to a bookmark using the bookmark window. I can also go to a bookmark here. If I want to go to P4, I can jump. I can also go to a specific page, line, comment, or footnote. Now replace is, just as it says, I'm going to find some text and replace it with something else. So I can find next to replace. I can replace one, or if I click replace all, every instance of that text will be replaced, and I'll get a dialog, an alert box telling me how many replacements were made. So 10 different M's in Lorem were changed to an N. So if I click OK, close out of this, I'm going to undo that change to bring it back the way it was to show you. We'll type it in again, and there it is in our document. So in this lesson we looked at hyperlinking, bookmarking, and finding within a document.